And the Oscar goes to Dune.
Super Hits 93.5 Red FM पे मैं हूँ तुहिन आपके साथ Namit Malhotra, who's the CEO of Double Negative Visual Effect Animation and Stereo Conversion Company. He's also the founder of Prime Focus Limited in Mumbai, world's largest independent integrated media services company, is riding high on yet another Oscars for his new movie called Dune. और ये पहली बार नहीं है, of course 6 Oscar हो गए हैं जब से आपने इस कंपनी को टेक ओवर किया है. How do you feel? कैसा लग रहा है ये?
Yeah, it's top of the world feeling. It's Oscars obviously is not the first one for us, so it's a great feeling. But I think it's been a great outcome with especially Dune, because I'm incredibly proud of the work that we did. I think we set a brand new standard in what I believe is high quality visual effects.
Right.
And that's why I'm more proud of the team, because we fortunately have had a good run on the Oscars, but this is the first time I can see work and I'm like, okay, we've set a new benchmark of high quality storytelling.
No, there were a lot of wow moment, and when you do a movie like this, so this I personally wanted to ask, when there is visual effect and story like Dune, which is fiction to the power of infinity, कैसा भी fiction है उसके अंदर. So do you have any say, or do you also give your inputs कि इसका चेहरा ऐसा होना चाहिए, ये ऐसा होना चाहिए, यहाँ पे मैं ये इफेक्ट देता हूँ, या फिर वो एक जो डायरेक्टर स्क्रिप्ट राइटर ने लिख के दिया है वो ही आप फॉलो करते हैं?
Ultimately, director is the captain of the ship.
Right.
Director का विजन ही हमारा काम है. डायरेक्टर के विजन को फेथफुली रिप्रोड्यूस करें, ये हमारा सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है. That being said, we are also working very closely with the directors. It's not the first time we've done a film for him. We won an Oscar with him for Blade Runner. So there's a lot of good respect and appreciation on both sides. He also looks at us and asks us as to what we can do and make sure that we can deliver something that is more seamless, or even sometimes push the scale of what he's thinking. And because we have to give him a lot of confidence that what he's imagining we cannot just achieve, but we can also do better than that. Right. So there are times when we will work with the director in finessing it, making it more specific in terms of what he wants, and make sure that ultimately it weaves into the story. Because at the end of the day, we are ultimately working in service of the story. And if that is ultimately the director's prerogative to decide, creating a wow moment is one thing, but you want to make sure that you're not compromising the ultimate goal of making it a seamless experience. And only the director knows that, because he knows how he's going to use the sound, how it's going to be shot,
right,
how he's going to be designing everything. And that moment has to come together. And that is how we have to, all the departments actually work in tandem to achieve that.
But your company has also created history, because 30 साल तक जेम्स बॉन्ड का नॉमिनेशन नहीं था in VFX, and you got James Bond in Oscar nomination as well.
Yeah, that to me was a personal achievement, because Bond being such an iconic character.
Yeah.
और जो हम सब बचपन से देखा है, all the way, उसको हमारे काम के, हमारे leadership को आगे रख के, we were able to really pull out some unbelievable work. मैंने खुद जब पिक्चर देखी, I was personally shocked, because James Bond का reputation है कि वो सब कुछ practically करते हैं, और जो करते हैं, there's a lot of money, effort in getting it done practically. And there were some scenes even I could not tell. जब मैंने पिक्चर देखी, I was like, ये कैसे किया इन्होंने? And then when I asked my team, I said, don't worry, this is our work. And I was actually blown away by that. The climax में जो 5 Land Rovers jump करती हैं in that car chase.
Oh yes.
I couldn't believe that. And I saw it, I went back in my seat. I was like, wow, that's a beautiful shot. And I asked the team specifically, and that was all our work.
A Mumbai boy who is ruling VFX world in Hollywood now. You started off from a garage. Boogie Woogie में आपने काम किया. You worked in Colgate Top 10, and of course Channel V में आपने बहुत सारा काम किया है. TVCs में आपने बहुत सारा काम किया. And then you Prime Focus तो of course Bollywood में काम कर ही रहा है. But what do you think, where is our VFX journey going in the Indian film industry?
I think ये तो it's become a very clear direction. In fact, see, मैं जब बड़ा हुआ film industry में, my inspiration of movies were films like Sholay and Agnipath, and my father produced Shahenshah. तो वो एक अमिताभ बच्चन का जो एक phase था, जो it was bigger, larger than the big movie experience, and that is coming back. In fact, I always believed that is the only reason, that is the only way we will survive in the film industry, if we make those kind of movies, because that is what you have to get the audiences to come and experience.
Yes.
It's not about watching, it's about experiencing that larger than life experience, and that is where visual effects is a big part of showing these characters, those worlds, that moment of where you go and watch something on a big screen with great sound. That has a great impact to you emotionally, and it really charges up your senses. And that is where I think our film industry is going. RRR जो अभी आई है राजामौली साहब की, it's such a good experience for the use of the medium. We've been associated with that. We are in the midst of finishing Brahmastra right now, which we are co-producing. I'm producing that with Karan Johar and with Foxstar in India, and Ayan is directing. So, we've got that larger than life spectacle, what we call, is being हो रहा है, and every big filmmaker in India right now is thinking about how to do it, how to better it. और आज बॉक्स ऑफिस जब इतना कॉन्फिडेंस और इतनी ऑडियंसेस का जब प्यार मिलता है सबको कि ये होने वाला है और हो रहा है, ऑटोमेटिकली from financing it to distributing it, उसका confidence goes up many levels.
So ब्रह्मास्त्र में मजा आने वाला है?
100%. Without doubt.
We're taking your word for that. We want to enjoy Brahmastra now.
No, it is a massive effort, and it's one of 3 films. It's not. It's the way the film has been constructed. It's going to be 3. It's a trilogy, which is in itself a big undertaking by any filmmaker. When you say, कि India Hindi में ये पिक्चरें नहीं बनती हैं, here is a film that is promising to be one of 3 films, and each one will get bigger as you see it.
Of course, रणबीर कपूर को अब देखना है कि ब्रह्मास्त्र में कैसा काम करेगा. See, so I would say with Brahmastra coming in, I think it's going to be a big crossover for Bollywood as well. RRR is already there. Bahubali has created buzz all around, and now I think it's going to be Brahmastra which will break the past and get into future.
No, that is absolutely the intent, is to make sure that we raise the bar pretty significantly. Right. We're also producing the Ramayana next.
Right.
So that to me will be something that we can not just make for India, but make for the world. I would love to make sure that we are showing our version of the Ramayana to the whole world, and it will spare no concern cost-wise or creative-wise to make it the grandest vision we can create. So we are on that track now. ये तो और कुछ हो जाए तो I can't tell you, but we are on that track to make sure that we put ourselves on the map as a one-time effort now. वो तो छोड़ेंगे नहीं.
Of course, you've been doing great work, and I just wanted to ask you a couple of personal questions also. What is your memorable moment in Oscars?
I think the first time when we got the Oscar for Interstellar, that was a very memorable moment, because हमारा क्या होता है, we have every year before the Oscar is announced, there is always this, it's called a bake-off, where all the 8-10 nominations are expected to come and present to the entire Academy, which is held at the Academy Theatre in LA, where everybody gets to show their work. And that was my first time after I had acquired DNEG, to go and look at all the films, and I was very keen and enthusiastically there. And we saw all the 9 presentations that came before us, and Interstellar was the 10th one. The reason it was last is because it was made on film, because Christopher Nolan still makes his movies on the old film. And I remember looking at it. I'd seen the film Interstellar before that. Obviously, I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan personally. So I was obviously excited. It's our company. I was, waiting to watch. And I'd seen all these great presentations before. In fact, a lot of people who work at the company were like, "Yeah, this award is not ours. This is going to go away to one of the other films they thought was looking really good objectively." Just see, as a community, while we can say "Humko jeetna hai," but it's like when you see cricket and you see a batsman come and make a great, make their 100 or 150 or whatever. You have to acknowledge it and say, "Boss, they played really well." You can't take it. You can't say, "उन्होंने खराब बैटिंग की है." Result सामने. तो उसी तरह जब वो हुआ, I remember the first image of Interstellar came on after we had gone through those 8-9 movies. It's a pretty long presentation. And at the end of that, I said, "Boss, we are going to win the award." And everybody looked at me and said, "Namit, nahi. Now you're just being subjective. Now you're just saying it because why would you not say it? It is your team, it's your film. You love Christopher Nolan. So of course, you're going to say, it's the best work out there." I said, "No, boss, I can tell you when I saw the first image and I saw it on film, I was like, the way we blended the vision of the filmmaker with what we've created is totally unique." And that won it. So that was one of my most memorable moments, because for me, it was like, it was interesting for me to be able to say that to my own team that did not believe that we have the best chance to win it. So it was a bit of a gamble, which actually worked out very well. So I was very pleased with my ability to predict that.
इंटरस्टेलर में एक और गैम्बल था. पहले तो लोग गए, उन्होंने वीएफएक्स देखा, फिर वो दोबारा गए मूवी देखने समझने के लिए कि मूवी में है क्या.
I think what is absolutely credible about a filmmaker like that is every time you watch his film, you see something that you've not seen before.
Yes.
The layers that he weaves into his story are so interesting that it's absolutely engrossing. I'll give you an example. Last year we got the Oscar for Tenet. Again, I remember taking my parents. They had come to London, when the lockdown had just opened up. मैंने बोला जाके theater में देखेंगे Tenet. I showed it to my parents. They saw a Christopher Nolan film for the first time. My mother, who's not a big English film, she watches Tenet. I said, "कैसी लगी?" At the end of the film, कैसी लगी? She's like, "मेरे को picture तो पूरी तरह समझ में नहीं आई, लेकिन I could not get my eyes off the screen."
Okay.
She said, "The way he tells the story, I was engrossed in the film. I didn't understand everything that was happening. Reverse, forward. These are concepts that were not necessarily instantly relatable, but she's like, I could not get my eyes off the screen." Like, ये filmmakers के साथ कुछ अलग ही मजा आता है, because they are pushing the boundaries and pushing us at the same time. तो उससे कुछ अलग करने का, कुछ अलग create करने का मजा आता है. Everybody loves that. The whole company is excited when we get filmmakers like that. Make the impossible possible.
Make the impossible possible, and that is what you are doing. That is what Namit Malhotra does for a movie, making impossible possible. अच्छा, tell me one thing. ये अंदर का सवाल है. ऑस्कर में जो स्लैप लगा था वो वीएफएक्स था या वो असल में क्या था?
मेरे को तो रियल लगा, मेरे को तो नहीं लगा वीएफएक्स का, मेरे को तो नहीं लगा कोई कैपेबिलिटी थी.
But many congratulations to you for all the Oscars you have won, and you have made India proud at international level also, and many congratulations for that.
Thank you so much.
Now, before we sign off, I've got a game to play. Since you're from movie fraternity, you must be knowing a lot of names. This is called Movie Antakshari. Let's see whether you can win this or not. So it's a very simple thing. हम इंडियन एक्टर और एक्ट्रेसेस के नाम लेंगे in Antakshari way. ठीक है? Again, since you're a huge fan of Amitabh Bachchan, let's start from Amitabh Bachchan.
Nagarjuna.
Amir Khan.
Nanda.
Okay, फिर से Al Kapoor. Chas.
Ranbir Kapoor.
Rishi Kapoor.
Raj Kapoor.
Ranbir Kapoor.
RK.
Ranbir Kapoor.
Ranveer Singh.
Ranveer Singh, H. H. Rishita Bhatt.
Tabu.
Tabu. Are you say what was the name?
टाइम खत्म हो गया आपका.
Udita Goswami.
इंदर कपूर.
कहाँ से लाए हो आप इंदर कपूर को एकदम? Okay, R once again. I think I'm going blank now because you're putting a lot of pressure. So yeah, I'll give it to you.
राजीव कपूर.
राजीव कपूर, राजेश रोशन, अब तो सारे नाम आएंगे मेरे दिमाग में. But congratulations for winning this contest as well.
Thank you.
But so nice to talk to you, and congratulations to you, and thank you for talking to us.
No, I enjoyed myself having this chat. Thanks.
And Super Hits 93.5 Red FM.
बजाते रहो तुतुर तुतुर तुहिन के साथ.